Hey, how y'all doing? This is kind of awkward. We're just gonna hop straight into everything. Usually I take my septum out to do my makeup because, well, actually not usually, let me not lie. I don't take my septum out all the time, but I don't typically enjoy having it in while I'm doing my makeup because it just makes it harder. Anyways, so now we're doing color corrector. I just did that primer. I realized my mistake, my fatality, was when I did color. I need a mirror. If this ain't the same way it was, oh well. My sister brought me this. Oh, if you're wondering, oh, why is the background different? This is not mine. I'm not home right now, so we are gonna. Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I usually let my color corrector sit the way you would concealer, and then I just use that time to do my brows. Okay, cool. So now that that's worked out, you take color corrector, blend it out a little bit. Okay, now you may be like, okay, that's kind of OD. But on top of this color corrector, I'm gonna go on with Toast because sometimes when you blend color corrector out, it makes certain spots a lot more than they need to be seen. But what was I about to say? It doesn't really matter. So we set a little bit, not a lot of it, just a little bit. Just enough for like when I put the foundation on, none of this is gonna move. Okay, so this is where we get to concealer on the brows. Everything's kind of pre-done, if that makes sense. Personally, I don't like a thick blob of concealer on my, what's it called? So I do like a thin line of concealer around my brows because I don't really like the thick line personally. Yeah, and now we get to blending. So blend, and that's it for the base for now. So everything blends out, the color is returned to my face, I'm human again. And then with the bottom, you want to bring it more out than down, so more to the side motions than pushing it down motions, because you're just trying to highlight that, okay, this is the brow. You're just cool. So now we move on to concealer, which is the fun part. Actually, I don't put makeup, I meant concealer on like the inner corners, because when you put it that far in, you're gonna have to blend it up unless you want like the kind of that harsh line, which I don't want. But yeah, you let your concealer sit for a minute, and then I'm actually just gonna go ahead and put this on top. Usually I blend and then put this one, but I already know I'm gonna want this here, so I might as well just go ahead and put it down and let it kind of pre-blend, so you can kind of see the way the colors work and stuff. This is the star of the show. First, I kind of just map out, one, how far out I want it to go, and two, how far up. So you can see that's about there, and I want it to go out that way. That's essentially your shape. And you take, I use an angled brush because it works better for me, but any brush like small is fine as long as it's not flat. You don't want a flat one, you kind of want something fluffier. And you just blend the outsides out. You don't touch the inside at all, you just blend the outside. And now we can blend because we let our concealer sit for a bit. You always want to let your concealer sit for a minute. And also bring excess concealer onto the sides. It's kind of just like every other base. I think it is, but I don't know. It may be different for other people. This is where it gets fun. When you blend, you go straight out. Well, I bring it down first so that it can connect to the concealer that I put right here. And then I bring it out into around. So I go around and kind of connect back up to my eyebrow, if that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. Chase lip house. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay. We're gonna brush off, brush off, brush off, brush off. Okay, so I did my bottom lashes. These are the lashes I'm using, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, we got lashes on. Okay, hold on, cause yeah, all my stories randomly ran out. Y'all didn't say that 2,000 photos and videos ago. And that's essentially it. You want to add moles, you add moles. You want to add anything else, you add it.